So, you come to Demon. We're going to go ahead and give him, let's see, we need 14 hearts and 1 stamina. So we're going to give him 15 of our essences. So, yes, we're going to give it. Yep, I'm in the mood to sell. So we're going to give him 15 of any variety that we want. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, there's 4. Counting too fast. 5. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, you're welcome to chat. I'm happy to answer any questions. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Okay. So now that it's got my 15 essences in there, we're going to save to create a save file with the demon holding 15 essences in there. Now, with that save file, now we're going to come back. We're going to take them all back out now. I'm just going to take them all out as hearts. Take one out. We're going to take 2 out. Oh. Crap. Pushing the wrong button. All right. Yes. I want it back. Now let's go. Like I said, we're going to take them all as hearts right now. And I'll explain why when we come back to pull out more and finish up the stamina. So right now, we're just going to take them all back as hearts. Because I don't have enough essences in there to fill up my heart gauge all of the way. Which is what we're after. that out. Pull that out. Nope, give me another one. Thank you. Another one. But you see how many more I have left in there? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay. I got 6 left. So what's that, 4 left now? All right. One more after this. Okay, that should be everything. All right. So we're not going to save. So our save file still has us with very few hearts and the demon with all of our senses in it. So now we're going to come back into here. And this one works because of the apparatus that's in here. So I'll explain to you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So we're going to come over to the apparatus. And when we get here, we're going to kind of stand off to the side a little bit, pull out our shield, and just tap over a couple of times to have him kind of strifle back and forth, or to the side. Then we're going to make sure we have our camera out, and we're going to push crouch and camera at the same time. So down on the left stick and L, the L bumper at the same time while holding the shield out. And we do that, and bam! Now he's crouching with the camera. So then we're going to jump forward and push X at the same time. So he's going to hop forward like that. Now we can stand up and we can move around with the camera. Okay? At that point, we're going to come over here. We're going to examine this and take a picture at the same time by pressing A. It's just one button. Now we're examining and we're taking a picture. Okay, so here, you got to be kind of fast because you want to delete and pause right after the other. So delete, pause. Ready? Delete, pause. And when you do that, you'll go into the pause menu. If you're too slow, you'll actually gain control of the apparatus, like this. Okay? So let's do it again. Crouch, bam, jump, stand up, examine picture, delete, start. Okay. At this point, we're going to come over to our items. We're going to grab an item and we're going to hold it. We're going to hold it, not eat it. Now we're going to unpause and pause very quickly. Unpause, pause. Notice he's dropped it. Sometimes he won't drop that. If he has not dropped it, go ahead and tell him to let go of it. And that'll make it so that he's not holding on to it. Now we've got to come over to our adventure log, come over to a memory that we've got. So scroll down to a memory that you've uncovered and tap on it and view the memory. And it shouldn't work. As you can see, we're not viewing the memory. So at this point, we've now filled up the memory of the Switch so bad that it doesn't know what's going on in the game anymore. We can now leave this, and we can now walk around. Okay? Notice the apparatus in the back. I can still control it with my controller. Okay? Even though Link can run around. So essentially the game's completely foobarred at this point. And it's at this point that we then take... Hey, thanks for the follow. Better than yet. And from here, we're going to go ahead and pause. We're going to go back to our save state. And we're going to load it. Now, when we do this, we're going to bring with us all of the hearts and the stamina that we have currently. And we're going to bring that back over with us. So we're going to have all of those. Plus, in our save file, the statue has all of our essences in there now. And so we're going to be able to pull those out. So as you can see, I've now got all my hearts up there. I also have all my stamina that I had before. Okay? So now, we're going to go ahead and pray to the goddess. We're going to take our senses back. So I want one back. Now, the reason why we didn't want to fill the stamina up is we have to change both the heart and the stamina if we want it to save. If I don't save that and I go into any cutscene, it's going to reload the original load file, and I'm going to lose all those hearts again. So we want to change both the stamina and the heart. Once we do this, and we change where our stamina is currently at, right there, that has now rewritten that into the save file and locked it into memory. So at this point, we now have all of those stamina written to memory. So we're going to go ahead and do it again, and we'll fill up our stamina. But right now, if I were to leave this, go back into the shrine and go down, all of my hearts would disappear, and it would drop back to what it was when I saved the file originally. So let's go ahead and pull out the last two staminas here. And then we'll start manipulating the heart count. And once we make a manipulation to that, that will also write that to the file into memory as well. Okay, now we can start pulling out the heart ones. And I want heart containers back. And right here is where it will now, right there is where it now wrote the new heart count to the file and to memory. So now those will not drop back down. So now we can just finish off gaining all the hearts that are there. Thank you for the explanation. You bet, Joey. So I hope you're able to use that in your play. That way you can come here, you can do this. As soon as you leave the plateau, you can come and do this. With the one orb, go in there, come back out, you'd essentially have two, then making it 4 to 8 to 16 to 32 and be able to be completely done. It would just take a few more rounds of doing it than what I'm doing here. Since I had so many orbs already, I didn't have to do it as many times. And one more after this. And we're good. So just like that, we've now duped.